everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Fallout. Indeed, Fallout 1, of course, the original, and some might argue the best. Although Fallout 2 is held to be pretty damn good. So, just a heads up, folks, if I enjoy this, which I probably will, I wouldn't be too surprised if I end up playing Fallout 2 as well. Just a heads up for those of you that are perhaps looking forward to that. But we're not even anywhere near that right now. We're at the start of Fallout 1 and we are here in the game world. But before we get to the game world, there's a cutscene to watch, which is what plays when you hit the done key or the done button when you're in your character creation and you've finished it. So I just come into the game to try a few little bits out and get myself accustomed, thinking I could go back to the main menu, but unfortunately you can't. You've got to exit the game, so I can't be bothered to do that. So instead, I shall play what played when you click done, and we are given a briefing by the Overseer.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system has given up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have. You need to go find us another controller chip. We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe. Okay?
Okay, so there you go, folks. That is the Overseer's briefing. That's what we have been released from the vault to do. We need to find a water chip, and if we don't find it within 150 days, the entire population of Vault 13 are going to, well, die of thirst, basically. So, pretty urgent. Not, not ideal. As in quite a bit of pressure on one man's shoulders. But if anybody can get the job done, which is why he's been picked for this task, it is, of course, our Bob. Now, I've just come back from an overnight stay in Manchester due to work, and I was taking the time on the train to read the manual of this game. Now, the journey is about an hour and a half. To get from Leeds to Manchester on the train, and same on the way back. And if you want an old school experience when it comes to game manuals, then take a look in the description. There's a link to where you can download the manual for this game and just have a peruse through it. It's over 100 pages. Yeah, 100-page manual that's written with a hell of a lot of care and attention. It's written in the style of a survival guide for Vault Dweller. It's really cool. So take a look at it. Now in that manual on page, I can't remember the page now. It's page 30 something. But basically it goes through character creation. And at the part where you create your own character, first step is to give your character a name, of course. And I kid you not, it quotes something along the lines of, "Don't choose Bob, Bob's a boring name." It actually said it. Bob's a boring... And then it said, "Sorry to anybody called Bob." I was on the train and I actually laughed out loud. I thought that was hilarious that actually the name that, not just of this character but my Fallout 3 character as to this character's been named after, is specifically named in the manual as a boring name. Now, it also said, you know, you might want to try something cooler, like, I don't know, Dr. Atomic. So as a result of reading the manual, our character's name is actually going to be... Because don't forget, this is a survival guide that he's reading, this manual, and I'm assuming that Bob has read this too. He's actually coined himself, because he is a doctor, he's a professor of course, his full title and name is Dr. Bob Atomic. Dr. Atomic. Dr. Bob Atomic. So he's got the boring Bob, but he's also got the cool Atomic bit too. So he combined them together to jazz up his name a bit, because he was a little bit put out by that survival guide. It was almost like it was written to have a dig at him. But anyway, Dr. Boring name might have something to do with his fair charisma, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe they got it right after all. But anyway, boring Bob with a boring personality. No. Dr. Bob Atomic, genius extraordinaire. That is our character. But yeah, take a look at the manual. It's really cool. But anyway, as a result of reading that manual in my downtime on the train, I picked up quite a lot of stuff that I did not know about this game. I won't bore you with it all now, but what I will do in this first part of proper gameplay, and I've got about 3 minutes left to do this, is to just give you a quick whistle-stop tour of the screens here, just in case you're not au fait with what the hell you're seeing here if you've not played the game before, for example. I think most of you will have done, but this is your display terminal. This is where things crop up that's of note. Information is provided there. We've got our inventory, which is down the left-hand side. We've got a variety of different things. We'll go through these in the next video when we start moving, but in essence, that's your inventory. You can only carry, we can only carry up to our maximum, which is £100, and it gives you a brief description of our character here too. There he is, looks spinning round like a spinning top. We put our armour there, we put our items there. It's a very simplistic system, but it is what it is. It's all there for you to see. You can see that I'm mousing over things and it's causing mayhem here. I don't know how to move this up, but never mind. This is just the general options, which is fine, which is where we can save the game. This is where you enter combat. Didn't mean to do that, but anyway, you can switch your weapons. You can select your weapon there. You can switch your weapons there. This is our hit points. This is our AC, which is how difficult it is to hit us. And then we've got our skills, which we can use as and when we're in the game world. The skill decks. There are shortcut keys for all of these, which I have memorised actually. Which I'm not usually good with shortcut keys, but I thought I'm going to make this as a proficient a playthrough as I possibly can. So hotkeys will be used. You know, I'm going to be trying my best to be proficient. Map. There's our little map here. We can get a motion sensor apparently. It's not like it's an interesting map. Low res and high res. Spot the difference. I'm struggling, really am. Character sheet, which obviously we can see our details here. Is it as it was on the character creation screen pretty much, but we can check in here occasionally to have a quick peek. And we're getting attacked by a rat. That's cut my session short because 10 minutes is almost up. How did I cope in 2010? Right, so there you go. We've got the introduction from the Overseer. We'll give you a very quick whistle-stop tour, but not the Pip-Boy just yet, because suddenly a rat has decided it wants to nibble on Bob's toes. So in the next session, we'll hopefully kill the rat and continue to go through a couple more bits, and then we're going to go forth in this cave and see what the hell is going on. Until then, join me in a second.